Have you ever thought about the Scotch-Irish and the Germans and the English and all the other European settlers of all backgrounds that came into this region? I bet leaving behind a legacy was probably the farthest thing from their mind. But they brought with them their customs and their ways of living that all intertwined with one another, and with the natives that lived here before they did, and they established the Appalachian lifestyle. Now, this was not done by some great plan or some notion. All they had and all they wanted was to carve out a living and be free. They built cabins, they hunted and they foraged, and they raised what they ate, and they remained secluded for generations. And in a sense, they was forgotten about. Now, they left behind their strong willingness, their self-sufficiency, their language, their superstitions, and their faith in God, and all their descendants that followed them. And many of the descendants still live on the same property that the original settlers carved out a living in that area. That was just forgotten about, no one cared about, the harsh, rugged mountains of the Appalachians. When I was trying to think of a name for this YouTube channel, all I could think about was keeping Appalachia, to try to keep a little bit of the past alive. I feel like if I don't do something, I'm letting down my grandparents and my children by not sharing their way of life. I know we live in a different time. We all have this modern technology and we're all connected with the rest of the world. But I think it's important that we don't forget about our ancestors who fought and died trying to make a living off this land. You know, if you've ever been to an old established cemetery, it's sad to see all the infants and all the young people not even 30 years old. And a lot of them, they passed without even knowing what they left behind. But that was a great legacy from some of the strongest people ever to live in the United States. We are a bridge between our grandparents and our children. Some of the people from my generation was lucky enough and fortunate enough that they had a little bit of the past to grab home to. But you know, a lot of it has been robbed from our children. They're made to feel ashamed by their accents, the way they pronounce their words in school, and to me, that's a tragedy. My teenage children talks nothing like I do, and to me, that's where keeping Appalachia comes into act. And keeping Appalachia is a whole mess of us.
I know we can never get back to the way it once was, but we can share stories, the superstitions, the beliefs. We can celebrate their ways of life and some of the amazing things that them early Appalachians done. You don't have to live on the top of a mountain. You can live in these hollers in the foothills in the Appalachian region, and you're an Appalachian. And you've descended, from my opinion, from some of the greatest, the strongest, and the most independent people that ever lived over here. And that's something that can never be taken away from any of us. Me personally, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of where I'm from, and I'm proud of my heritage. And to me, that's keeping Appalachia.